Okay, guys, so we are on to our third episode for the Starseed series. So basically, we're going to talk about the Lyrans today, okay, or Lyrans. I've heard it said both ways, but I like to call them Lyrans. It is what my guides have used, so that I'm going to follow suit. So with that, let's talk about them. I did mention a little bit about a little betrayal that happened with the Artuvians, but that's not to say that all Lyrans are like that. They are actually very benevolent, but they did have history with the reptilians, okay? So just letting you know. So when that happened, and there will, it is a very controversial topic when it comes to Starseed information, because there are different informations floating around through personal channeling, and this is what I'm channeling. So this is my truth. If you resonate with it, then, continue to listen. But from what I was told, and I have a meeting space that I have with my guides and my higher self. So when I see the storyline, sometimes they would show me kind of like a movie scene, on clear cloth kind of vibration. So I get to see the visions and stuff and feel the feelings. So a lot of times, Lyrans, from what I learned through all of my collective knowledge thus far, is that Lyrans are one of the oldest humanistic or humanoid feature starseeds that exist to this day. And they are actually very multi-dimensional and multifaceted. You may have heard a lot about how most Lyrans or Lyrans are very dense ridden in terms of physicality. So like you may not hear that there are some Lyrans that exist on a higher plane of existence that are very similar to the level of like dimensional 9 or 10. But yes, there are. A lot of people may argue with that, but that's what I was told and that's what I've seen. So if you resonate with that, then take it. But from what I know is that from what I was told by my guides and my higher self, is that Lyrans have this personal cell DNA that is very, very malleable and very flexible. This is why most of humans have the undertone of the Lyran Starseed, right? The Lyran Starseed. And so the base of how they manipulated our DNA to make us who we are is actually the Lyrans. So Lyrans are actually considered our forefathers of the human collective, believe it or not. And from what I learned is that there are also subsets and levels, different levels of every single species. Like say, for example, if I'm talking about, which I will be talking about, the ancient Draconians on Thursday, I believe. I booked it for Thursday. But they actually have a level and a tier, situation going on. Like, for example, the neutrals, but they are also one of the highest level of Draconians are the ancient Draconians, the ancient dragons, okay? And then you have that subset of like more lizard looking, and then there are some alligator looking ones too. Those are more like the warriors that came from another universe. Peyton Energetics channeled it through her Pleiadian guides, and I can attest to that information. To me, I resonate with that. I've seen something like that before, so I agree. So you can check out Peyton Energetics on that one. But for Lyrans, we're talking about Lyrans, right? The reason why I'm talking about it is because Lyrans and Draconians, mainly the reptilians species, has a very strong karmic tie to each other. They have a very strong karmic tie to each other. So this is why it is very important to know that if you are a Lyran Starseed, that you are here to release that karmic tie. Okay, excuse my family is in the room, but I'll have the room to myself in a second. Just one second. So I'm just letting you know that when you feel connected to the Lyrans, you will also feel something with the reptilians, because they have had history for eons, okay? Especially the galactic war that happened between the two race, right? And it's not even just between the two race, because that war actually had a domino effect on other species in star system. So it was it was one of the most pivotal time for a lot of star seeds and star races. And this is why it's important to learn. If you are to learn any star seed at all or any star race, I would recommend you learn about the Lyrans, because whether or not you are or you resonate more with Artuvia, Mintaka, or Blue Avian or anything like that, I guarantee you that you have a Lyran bloodline inside of your cell right now, because the human collective actually, the basis of how to create us as who we are now is actually based off the forefathers of the Lyran collective. So this is why this is because the Lyrans have actually a very special malleable DNA code within their cell DNA that they are one of the rare species when it comes to interbreeding and hybriding. Okay, when it's almost like there's no contraindication when it comes to hybriding with the Lyrans, and this is why they are considered highest commodity when it comes to God forgive me for saying it, when it comes to enslavement, because if any species want to overtake any other species, they would go for the Lyrans first. And this is why the reptilians did what they did, because the cell DNA in the Lyrans are it's almost like liquid gold. They have this ability to actually transmute and almost regulate. So you'll notice, like Lyrans, if you resonate with being a Lyran, you'll notice that your body heals in a certain way. Like it has this innate ability to heal cuts in ways that other people cannot. You can probably be told like you had a disease one day and next month it's gone, That's what I was told. And this is why they wanted to use, originally the forefathers wanted to use the Lyran Starseed bloodline to create the humans, our collective, so that we can actually innately heal ourselves and be able to do that. But because the Gaia matrix, right? Because now that why I say Gaia matrix is because we are living in a matrix within a matrix, okay? Mind you, I have a lot to say about that because I have learned a lot from my channeling and learning through personal research and experiences as well. So, but with the Lyran Starseed, if you, because of this, we actually have an innate ability to heal ourselves because our forefathers are from Lyra, okay? But with infiltration of the matrix on this planet, I'm shaking because when I'm talking about this, other beings don't really want me to share certain things. So this is actually the I think like second or third time I try to record this week. So yeah, but I am going to make this happen because I feel like it's time for us, especially Lyrans and Lyrans, to wake up, okay? However you want to pronounce it. But if you are a Lyran Starseed, know your power. And I noticed that Lyrans are very good with personal empowerment, okay? You may incarnate as a being that is very headstrong, but very justice-ridden, because Lyrans understand the whole thing about, well, most Lyrans, I'm not talking about the ones that sided there. And yes, you can argue with me, but there are some Lyrans, a very few minuscule amount, that did side with the reptilians, but then they changed over a new leaf. There's a whole history there. If you dive deeper, if you want to dive deeper, go online, check out. I can't cite any of these things because these are, I'm talking about, like, I woke up like almost like 11 years ago. So literally this is information that's on the internet. Hopefully it's still up there, and then I channeled through meditation and my own personal inner work. So if you want to tap into your own Akashic records, and if you feel like you are a Lyran, go check that out and see what really is there. I have met plenty of Lyrans and close people within my life, even currently now they are strongly, with the Lyran Starseed and even with the Lyran royalties too. So I've been kind of confirming, back and forth. And also we both, on both sides, have had past life regression memory of lifetimes as Lyrans. So a lot of these are true. And if you're a Lyran, know your power, know your own blood, okay? Because your blood is liquid gold. I kid you not. Like, you really need to understand who you are. But I feel like with Lyrans, though, because of what had happened, there's a lot of karmic ties. And when you're incarnating here on this planet Earth right now through this ascension period, if you are mainly a Lyran Starseed, right, and you resonate with that species tremendously, then know that you are working through a lot of karmic ties, okay? So with that said, I will see you in my next one. Don't forget to check out my tomorrow episode, okay? Okay, bye.